as the absolute center of the universe, the Garment District in Midtown Manhattan, New York City, has been in high demand for about 150 years. Also known as the Fashion District, the most regarded district for fashion in the world. Most of life's necessities are within the 20-block neighborhood. Change is the way of life in New York City. View until the end to learn what I think will happen to the Garment District as nearby Billionaire's Row change the landscape for international luxury skyrise living. While Hudson Yards immediately transforms an already functional and vitally important area of Manhattan into the largest mixed-use development in USA's history. As you walk throughout the Garment District today, you will find sidewalks of art to include museums and tattoo parlors, with eateries, bars, and nightclubs throughout. There are no personal services that cannot be found in the Garment District. Still, the remains of products, design, manufacturing, and garments and distribution occur in the heart of Midtown. Hotels, grocery stores, movie theater, gyms, parks provide the core of walkable neighborhood. Within the 24 blocks that make up the Garment District, over 6,000 businesses claim an address. As the Save the Garments Center project is in full swing, all parties should keep in mind that New York City is fashion. The need to better organize resources so that higher rents, a decline in New York City manufacturing of garments, does not drive out the fashion industry entirely. For approximately 150 years, the world has looked at New York City for fashion, out of necessity for clothes or for creative inspiration. New York City is the strut on the world's fashion stage. This is what I see when I look at the Garment District, Midtown Manhattan, New York City, New York. Do you see the necessity to continue to transform the center of the universe? Throughout human civilization, areas of the world have been recognized as the primary centers for trade. Historical markets are noted throughout history. Manhattan has been at the top of many lists as the most desirable urban city to live in over the last 100 years. Midtown has been the focal point of everything important in New York City for several generations. One thing is for certain, the people, their businesses, with the neighborhood and the neighborhoods that make up New York City. Without specific districts within Manhattan, much of what Manhattan was recognized for will be absorbed by another great international destination city. It is no different for the pivotal Garment District in the fashion industry of New York City. While Hudson Yards, Manhattan is in the process of experiencing the largest mixed-use development in U.S. history, I see a similar development taking place in stages in the garment district. I'm into real estate. I love development and repurposing of spaces for better overall use as well as aesthetics. New York City is all about aesthetics. People move to neighborhoods due to the neighborhood's aesthetics. Entire blocks of stores can be put into one or more skyrise buildings. A need exists for most of the existing stores. The area is prime for residential development. Most importantly, the redevelopment of the area will allow New York City to be the fashion capital of the world going forward, with an emphasis that the garment district should remain by name and function. The idea would be to create state-of-the-art living art spaces for 21st century events like New York Fashion Weeks. The additional repurposing to the district can also create large event convention spaces. This would create demand for additional jobs. New York City cannot afford to take second seat to any industry. All that is important in the world must also happen in New York City. For more information about the penthouse lifestyle, subscribe and click the bell. If you like this video, watch Manhattan. I will talk with you in the next video.